Okay.
It's week 16 of the NFL, and we've got the Nighthawks Offensive Player of the Year. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Nighthawks and the Browns. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. It is week 16 of the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Nighthawks of Rio de Janeiro. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rio de Janeiro team. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come in playing well on both sides of the ball. Winners is...
I should start him as quarterback, but
last 8 games. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. To throw is Watson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Back to throw, Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's taken on the 25. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
No sacks, buddy.
Up to be incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Here comes 3rd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Great play there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Nighthawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get this time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. But now it'll be third down. When you look at this defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the number 1 overall.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He finds his target. It's Evans. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They're going to look to throw. There's Evans again, complete. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards. Better than 20 here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! From a yard out. And the Nighthawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They find themselves in a good size hole.
Hey, how's it going, viewers?
Early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Maybe a free play for Watson.
I hate the offsides.
And he's taken down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that.
That's into a quick
Yo.
intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Well, throw left side to start out. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Consecutive catches for him, that good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Oh, waited too long for that.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he
Why
goes
does she park like that?
The 20 at the 19. Miles Myles Garrett. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down to the 3. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases.
Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Nighthawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point attempt to come here. And it is now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Do.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Shoves him away. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble, and gets him a first down. Back to throw. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Nighthawks continue to pull away here this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Here's Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Watson. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get
8 sacks in a row.
Something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And taken right on the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who's one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And he's taken down.
All right, I'll get my yards back.
Nick Bonito coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. 2nd and 15.
Tired of y'all rushing me.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They'll drop the throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Room here to run. Still going inside the 20. And touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Nighthawks open the lead up to 34-0. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And Chubb try the middle here. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. What a great play there. 93 yards. And the Nighthawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 42-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. Studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. And it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. A touchdown pass there for Kenny Pickett. From there, we check on the other Pennsylvania team as we head east to see what's happening with the Eagles. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bills looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape.
All right,
Final
Coach, thanks very
adjustments
much.
being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in the game, it's already pretty well decided. Well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Oh.
There on the scramble, it gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end.
And he can't find anywhere
Okay.
to go with it.
Only 2 yards. I'm good with that.
Martin Emerson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Oh, 12. Okay.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown! From 19 yards away.
And the Nighthawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Here's Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right.
Yep. Knew that was coming. Asshole.
Now he's into the clear again.
He stiff arms it. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Garrett want to be a dick.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's somehow else Garrett is.
And the Nighthawks are pouring it on. Extra point attempt to follow here. And just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But
Yeah.
do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. Back to throw again. They'll get it inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Nighthawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. as they come to the line. They will not be able to get off another play as time has run. Back now here on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we enjoy.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I get you open, Jake.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown Brown.
And the Nighthawks add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth.
Point after here coming up. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Watson. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
He had a good game. I'm going to put my other wide receiver in.
Time 52 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Oh, buddy.
Now he's loose again. Now look out. To the 20.
Touchdown! strike quickly to add on to their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Nighthawks have got it on cruise control. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, there's really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Now it's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he fields it cleanly. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. So possession goes over here on the punt.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now a throw here to his running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. 2nd and 7. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. 11 yards there, 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here, eluding the pressure right. There he goes again, inside the 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on the offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
So plenty of smiles.
Well,
for
thanks
the
for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the likes and thanks for the subs.
And I tell you what, Charles, this
I got Machine Fortnite next.
They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
So for Rio, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Cleveland,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left.
And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.